Japan's exceptionally high number of healthy centenarians is closely linked to the consistent daily intake of fermented foods, especially miso, natto, pickled vegetables, and other traditional preparations. These foods are not occasional health trends in Japan, they are deeply embedded in everyday meals across generations. The key reason they matter so much is their impact on the gut microbiome, which is now understood as a central control system for immunity, digestion, inflammation, and even aspects of mental health. Fermented foods naturally contain beneficial bacteria, often called probiotics, which help maintain a balanced gut environment. When the gut is balanced, harmful bacteria are kept under control, nutrient absorption improves, and the immune system functions more efficiently. This reduces chronic low-grade inflammation, which is one of the main biological drivers of aging and age-related diseases such as heart problems, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Miso soup, for example, provides not only probiotics but also enzymes and amino acids that support digestion and cellular repair. Natto, made from fermented soybeans, is especially powerful due to its high levels of vitamin K2, which supports bone strength and cardiovascular health by helping regulate calcium in the body. Another important factor is consistency. In Japan, fermented foods are not consumed as a health experiment, but as a lifelong habit, often eaten daily from childhood to old age. This constant exposure allows the gut microbiome to remain stable over decades, rather than fluctuating due to poor diet cycles. Over time, this stability contributes to stronger immunity, slower biological aging, and better resilience against disease. Green tea is one of the most consistently consumed beverages in Japan, and its role in long life expectancy goes far beyond simple hydration. It contains a powerful group of antioxidants called catechins, especially EGCG, which help protect the body from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when unstable molecules damage cells over time, and this damage is strongly linked to aging, inflammation, and chronic diseases such as heart disease and neurodegenerative conditions. By regularly consuming green tea, the body is constantly supplied with compounds that neutralize these harmful molecules, slowing down cellular aging at a deep biological level. Another important effect of green tea is its impact on cardiovascular health. It helps improve blood vessel function, supports healthy cholesterol levels, and promotes better circulation. This reduces the risk of arterial stiffness and heart-related complications, which are major causes of death globally. In Japan, drinking green tea is often a daily ritual rather than an occasional habit, meaning these protective effects build up steadily over a lifetime. Green tea also supports brain health by improving focus, alertness, and cognitive protection. It contains a small amount of caffeine combined with L-theanine, an amino acid that promotes calm focus rather than jittery energy. This unique combination helps maintain mental clarity while reducing stress, which is another key factor in aging. Additionally, green tea may help regulate metabolism and support healthy weight maintenance, which indirectly reduces the risk of diabetes and other metabolic disorders. Because it is typically consumed without sugar in Japan, it avoids the harmful effects associated with sweetened beverages. Over decades, this simple daily drink becomes a silent but powerful contributor to longevity, working gradually but consistently to protect nearly every major system in the body. Fish plays a central role in the traditional Japanese diet and is one of the most important contributors to their remarkable longevity. Unlike many Western diets that rely heavily on red meat and processed protein sources, Japanese meals often feature fish such as sardines, mackerel, salmon, and tuna. These types of fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential fats that the human body cannot produce on its own. Omega-3s are known for their strong anti-inflammatory effects, helping to reduce chronic inflammation that silently damages organs over time and accelerates aging. One of the most significant benefits of regular fish consumption is its impact on heart health. Omega-3 fatty acids help lower triglyceride levels, support healthy blood pressure, and improve overall cardiovascular function. This reduces the risk of heart attacks and strokes, which are among the leading causes of death worldwide. In populations where fish is eaten frequently, arteries tend to remain more flexible and less prone to blockage, allowing smoother blood circulation even in older age. Fish is also extremely beneficial for brain health. DHA, a key type of omega-3 found in fish, is a major structural component of the brain. Regular intake supports memory, cognitive function, and may reduce the risk of age-related mental decline such as dementia. This is especially important for maintaining independence and mental clarity in later life. Another advantage is that fish is a high-quality protein source that is easier to digest compared to red meat. It provides essential amino acids without overloading the digestive system or contributing heavily to inflammation. In Japan, fish is often prepared in simple ways like grilling, steaming, or lightly simmering, which preserves nutrients while avoiding unhealthy fats, making it a daily foundation of long-term health and vitality. Sweet potatoes are one of the most important staple foods in traditional Okinawan and wider Japanese longevity diets, and their role goes far beyond being a simple carbohydrate source. Unlike refined carbs such as white bread or sugary snacks, sweet potatoes release energy slowly into the bloodstream due to their high fiber content and complex carbohydrate structure. This slow digestion helps prevent sudden spikes in blood sugar, which is crucial for reducing the risk of insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, two conditions strongly associated with accelerated aging and chronic disease. They are also extremely rich in antioxidants, particularly beta-carotene, which the body converts into vitamin A. This nutrient is essential for maintaining healthy vision, supporting immune function, and protecting cells from oxidative damage. Oxidative stress is one of the key biological processes that contributes to aging, and foods like sweet potatoes help counteract it naturally from within. Their deep orange and purple varieties contain additional plant compounds called anthocyanins, which have strong anti-inflammatory and anti-aging effects at the cellular level. Another important benefit is their high fiber content, which supports digestive health and helps maintain a balanced gut microbiome. A healthy gut is directly linked to stronger immunity, better nutrient absorption, and reduced inflammation throughout the body. This creates a ripple effect that supports overall longevity. Sweet potatoes are also very nutrient dense, providing potassium, vitamin C, and various trace minerals while remaining naturally low in fat and free from processed additives. In Okinawa, they were traditionally consumed daily as a primary energy source rather than rice, which helped maintain lower calorie intake while still providing sustained energy for active daily life. This balance of nourishment, low inflammation, and steady energy makes them a powerful foundation food for long-term health and extended lifespan. Seaweed is one of the most underrated yet powerful foods in the traditional Japanese diet, especially when it comes to longevity. It is consumed in various forms such as nori, wakame, kombu, and hijiki, often added to soups, salads, and rice dishes in small but consistent amounts. Despite its light appearance, seaweed is extremely nutrient-dense and provides a wide range of minerals that are often lacking in modern diets. One of its most important contributions is its exceptionally high iodine content, which is essential for proper thyroid function. The thyroid gland controls metabolism, energy production, and hormonal balance. When thyroid function is stable, the body maintains a healthier metabolic rate, which supports weight regulation and overall vitality. Even small daily servings of seaweed can help prevent iodine deficiency and support long-term endocrine health. Seaweed is also rich in unique bioactive compounds such as fucoxanthin and alginates. Fucoxanthin has been studied for its potential anti-inflammatory and fat-regulating properties, while alginates help bind to certain toxins and support their removal from the body. This natural detoxifying effect reduces the internal burden on organs like the liver and kidneys, which play a key role in slowing aging processes. In addition, seaweed contains important minerals such as calcium, magnesium, potassium, and iron, which support bone strength, nerve function, and healthy blood circulation. It also provides soluble fiber that promotes gut health and supports beneficial bacteria in the digestive system. Because seaweed is low in calories but extremely rich in nutrients, it allows the body to stay nourished without excessive energy intake. In Japan, its regular inclusion in meals creates a subtle but powerful foundation for long-term health, metabolic balance, and reduced risk of chronic disease over time. Portion control is one of the most powerful yet overlooked habits behind the longevity seen in Japan, especially through a traditional practice often associated with eating until about 80% full. This simple behavioral rule helps prevent chronic overeating, which is one of the major drivers of obesity, metabolic disorders, and accelerated aging in many modern societies. Instead of eating until complete fullness, people naturally stop before reaching the point of discomfort, allowing the body to maintain a lighter digestive load over time. When the digestive system is not constantly overworked, it operates more efficiently and places less stress on internal organs such as the liver, pancreas, and intestines. This reduces inflammation and supports better long-term metabolic balance. Overeating regularly forces the body to constantly process excess calories, which can lead to fat accumulation, insulin resistance, and increased oxidative stress at the cellular level. By simply reducing intake slightly at each meal, these risks are significantly lowered without the need for strict dieting or deprivation. Another important aspect is hormonal balance. When meals are moderate in size, blood sugar levels remain more stable and insulin spikes are less extreme. This stability helps prevent energy crashes and reduces the likelihood of developing chronic conditions such as type 2 diabetes. It also supports better weight maintenance naturally, without intense restriction or calorie counting. Psychologically, this habit encourages mindfulness during eating. People become more aware of hunger and satisfaction signals rather than eating mechanically or emotionally. Over time, this creates a healthier relationship with food, reducing stress around meals. In Japan, this approach is not seen as a diet, but as a lifelong cultural habit passed down through generations. Its consistency over decades is what makes it so effective in supporting long-term health, energy stability, and slower biological aging throughout life. Low sugar intake is one of the most critical but often underestimated reasons behind the impressive longevity seen in Japan. Unlike many modern diets that are heavily loaded with refined sugar, processed snacks, and sweetened beverages, traditional Japanese eating patterns naturally keep sugar consumption low. This reduces the constant metabolic stress placed on the body and helps maintain long-term internal balance. When sugar is consumed in excess, it causes repeated spikes in blood glucose and insulin levels. Over time, this can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and increased risk of type 2 diabetes. It also accelerates a process called glycation, where excess sugar binds to proteins in the body and damages them. This contributes to skin aging, joint stiffness, and reduced organ function. By limiting sugar intake, these damaging processes are significantly slowed down, allowing cells to function more efficiently for longer periods. Another important effect of low sugar consumption is reduced inflammation. High sugar diets are strongly linked to chronic low-grade inflammation, which is a major driver of heart disease, cognitive decline, and many other age-related conditions. In contrast, a low-sugar diet helps keep inflammatory markers in the body at healthier levels, supporting overall longevity. In Japan, desserts are typically small, less frequent, and less sweet compared to Western standards. Natural sweetness from foods like fruits and sweet potatoes is preferred over processed sugar. This helps the body adapt to a lower glycemic load over time. Low sugar intake also supports stable energy levels throughout the day, avoiding the sharp highs and crashes associated with sugary foods. This stability improves focus, mood, and metabolic health. Over decades, this consistent reduction in sugar exposure helps preserve cellular health, protect organs, and significantly slow down the aging process from within. Strong social connection and a calm lifestyle are deeply embedded in Japanese culture and play a major role in promoting longevity beyond just diet. Human beings are biologically wired for connection, and long-term isolation or chronic stress has been shown to negatively impact physical health, immunity, and even lifespan. In many long-living Japanese communities, older adults remain actively engaged with family, neighbors, and community groups, which creates a constant sense of belonging and emotional stability. This social structure helps reduce chronic stress, one of the most damaging factors for aging. When stress becomes persistent, the body produces high levels of cortisol, a hormone that over time can weaken the immune system, raise blood pressure, disrupt sleep, and accelerate cellular aging. Regular social interaction naturally counteracts this by providing emotional support, laughter, and shared purpose, all of which help regulate stress hormones and promote a calmer internal state. A calm lifestyle also extends into daily routines. In many traditional Japanese environments, life is not rushed or overly chaotic. Meals are eaten mindfully, daily activities are performed with intention, and there is often a strong appreciation for simplicity. This slower pace allows the nervous system to remain in a more balanced state, rather than being constantly triggered by overstimulation. Another important aspect is the sense of purpose, often seen in older individuals who continue contributing to their families or communities in small but meaningful ways. This sense of being needed is strongly linked to psychological well-being and longevity. Together, strong social bonds and a calm way of living create a powerful protective effect on both mental and physical health, reducing stress-related damage and supporting healthier aging over many decades. Low sugar intake is one of the most powerful but often overlooked factors behind Japan's high life expectancy and healthy aging population. In traditional Japanese diets, refined sugar is not a daily necessity the way it is in many modern processed food cultures. Instead, sweetness is subtle, occasional, and often comes from natural sources rather than concentrated added sugars. This simple difference has a deep biological impact over time. When sugar consumption is high, the body repeatedly experiences rapid spikes in blood glucose. These spikes force the pancreas to release large amounts of insulin, and over years, this cycle can lead to insulin resistance, where cells stop responding properly to insulin. This condition is a major root cause of type 2 diabetes, obesity, and metabolic syndrome, all of which significantly shorten health span. By keeping sugar intake low, Japanese dietary patterns help maintain stable blood glucose levels and reduce strain on the metabolic system. Another major issue linked to excess sugar is chronic inflammation. High sugar diets promote inflammatory processes in the body, which silently damage blood vessels, organs, and even brain tissue. This low-grade inflammation is now recognized as one of the central drivers of aging and degenerative diseases. Lower sugar intake helps keep this inflammatory load significantly reduced over a lifetime. Sugar also contributes to a process called glycation, where excess glucose binds to proteins and fats, forming harmful compounds that damage collagen and accelerate skin aging as well as internal tissue decline. Reducing sugar slows this process, helping preserve both appearance and organ function. In Japan, sweets exist, but they are usually smaller, less frequent, and often less sweet compared to Western desserts. This cultural moderation allows the body to remain metabolically balanced, supporting energy stability, clearer cognition, and long-term protection against age-related diseases throughout life. Seaweed is a quiet but powerful contributor to longevity in Japanese diets, and its regular consumption provides a wide spectrum of nutrients that are difficult to obtain from land-based foods alone. It is typically eaten in small daily portions, but even these modest amounts can have a long-term impact on health because of its dense nutritional profile and unique bioactive compounds. One of its most important benefits is its extremely high mineral content. Seaweed contains iodine, magnesium, calcium, potassium, and iron in natural forms that the body can easily utilize. Iodine is especially crucial because it supports thyroid function, and the thyroid gland regulates metabolism, energy levels, and hormonal balance. When thyroid health is stable, the body maintains consistent energy production and metabolic efficiency, both of which are essential for healthy aging. Seaweed also contains powerful compounds such as fucoidan and fucoxanthin. These have been studied for their potential anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Chronic inflammation is one of the main biological drivers of aging, so foods that help reduce inflammation play an important role in extending health span. Fucoidan may also support immune function, helping the body defend itself more effectively against illness and cellular damage. Another benefit is its natural fiber content, which supports digestion and helps maintain a healthy gut microbiome. A balanced gut environment improves nutrient absorption, strengthens immunity, and reduces systemic inflammation throughout the body. This gut support is a key factor in long-term vitality. Seaweed is also extremely low in calories, making it ideal for maintaining nutrient intake without excessive energy consumption. This supports weight stability and reduces metabolic strain. In Japan, seaweed is commonly added to soups, rice, and side dishes, ensuring it becomes a consistent part of daily nutrition that quietly supports longevity over decades. Strong social connection and a calm lifestyle form one of the most powerful yet least discussed foundations of longevity in Japan. In many long-living communities, especially rural and island regions, people maintain close relationships with family, neighbors, and friends throughout their entire lives. This constant sense of connection plays a direct role in protecting both mental and physical health over time. When individuals feel socially supported, the body experiences lower levels of chronic stress. This is important because long-term stress leads to consistently elevated cortisol levels, which can weaken immunity, disrupt sleep, increase blood pressure, and accelerate cellular aging. In contrast, regular interaction, shared meals, conversation, and community involvement naturally reduce stress hormone levels and promote emotional stability. A calm lifestyle also contributes significantly to longevity. Daily life in traditional Japanese settings is often structured around routine, mindfulness, and simplicity. Meals are eaten without rushing, daily tasks are performed with care, and there is less exposure to constant overstimulation compared to many modern urban environments. This slower pace allows the nervous system to remain more balanced, reducing the wear and tear caused by chronic mental overload. Another important factor is the sense of purpose that comes from staying socially active even in old age. Many elderly individuals continue contributing to their families or communities in meaningful ways, whether through small work, caregiving, or social roles. This sense of being needed supports psychological well-being and gives life structure and motivation. Over time, these combined effects create a protective environment for the body and mind. Lower stress, stronger emotional support, and a calm rhythm of living all work together to slow biological aging and support healthier, longer life. Consistency in daily habits is one of the most overlooked but most powerful secrets behind Japanese longevity. Instead of relying on occasional extreme diets, short-term health trends, or periodic detox routines, long-living individuals in Japan focus on simple actions repeated every single day for decades. This includes eating balanced meals, staying active through walking or light physical movement, maintaining social contact, and following regular sleep patterns. The real power is not in any single habit, but in the long-term repetition of these habits without interruption. When healthy behaviors are practiced consistently, the body adapts and stabilizes. Metabolism becomes more efficient, digestion improves, and hormonal balance is maintained more smoothly. On the other hand, when habits constantly change, such as switching between strict diets and unhealthy eating patterns, the body experiences repeated stress, which can disrupt internal balance and increase inflammation. Consistency prevents these fluctuations and keeps the body in a steady state of health. Another important aspect is psychological stability. Daily routines create a sense of predictability and control, which reduces anxiety and mental stress. The human nervous system functions better when it is not constantly reacting to sudden lifestyle changes. This calm internal environment supports better sleep, improved focus, and stronger emotional resilience. Consistency also makes healthy living effortless over time. Instead of relying on motivation, which can fade, habits become automatic. This reduces decision fatigue and increases the likelihood of long-term adherence. In Japan, this principle is reflected in everyday life where meals, movement, and rest follow steady rhythms across generations. Over decades, this quiet discipline of repetition builds a strong foundation for slower aging, reduced disease risk, and sustained vitality throughout life.